Logic and Binary back at it once again at LB Dexter, rolling to you with a blue tongue. No lie. We got LBJ on the side. We got T-God over here as well. Today, we're going to go ahead and test out Carpuride. Carpuride. To the manufacturers, I do apologize. Not really, but Carpuride. If I'm mispronouncing it, somebody let me know, por favor. So this is an HD display, IPS touchscreen, Bluetooth, USB, TF audio, video, voice controls, USB. Look, it says that right there. Audio. LBJ, this is basically touchscreen for, I'm assuming, like older models, or if you don't like your entertainment system right now, right? Awesome, perfect. So let's go ahead and crack this open and see what it does. Oh, as I mentioned, this was it's not an unboxing because he was already using it, and he has given me absolutely no information about it whatsoever. So even though he's very familiar with it, I've never held this until this very moment. Carpuride. So first glance, it's T-God's favorite word, and it looks nice. It kind of looks like the whole Mercedes thing going on, where you got this big old border on the outside and the screen in the middle. I mean, use up the whole space, right? Wall to wall. Cell phones are doing it. Come on. It looks expensive, or maybe quality type product here. Let's dig in a little deeper here. So you've got your power, and I'm assuming these are for the mounts. Oh, there's two mounts. Yeah. So one mount is a suction cup. We're gonna test this. I'm gonna put this on here, and we're gonna test this. That's gonna happen. So, and then what's the other mount? Like some double-sided tape type deal. So T-God will put pictures up here of the other mount at some point or another, or he'll Photoshop some crazy mounts. I don't know what he's gonna do, but let's see here. This is the one thing that I did see earlier, and I was just, no. Smoking is not cool anymore. Most cars don't even come with cigarette lighters anymore, right? That's a bit disappointing, but at the same time, it doesn't matter because any USB-C cable would work. But as LBJ mentioned, USB-C to USB-C does not work on this. And I don't know why. I'm not even gonna get into it, but if anybody does know, please educate us. I haven't seen an auxiliary cable in a while. We call it the UX cord. Do you use the UX cord? I'm sorry, but this thing says Bluetooth. Oh, now I Nintendo. So you need the UX cord. Has T-God gone through this already? No? Yeah? Because we are professionals, we will read through this in its entirety. Okay, so like in my car, there's no smooth parts in my car at all. It's all grainy. Even the leather's got like texture. If your car has texture or no flat spot, you can, there you go, and then there you go, right? One brief complaint that LBJ was telling me about earlier is that the mount is pretty sturdy, but it still shakes a lot. We're gonna test this out. This has to happen. Let's look at some of these ports back here. Is that a SIM card? And you can karaoke on this? It's got a microphone? Okay, look. So it's got a microphone, micro SD, camera in, audio out, USB-A, and of course, the USB-C. And we're gonna get some power to it. We're gonna prove, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna prove that the USB-C to C does not work. So far the theory holds. Oh, same cable, slower charger. No love on the USB-C to C. We're gonna get set up here and we're gonna test this thing out. Wobbly. You didn't get the wobbly? Wobbly. So that's a simulation of me being in the car. Not my face, I'm talking about this. So it does wobble a little bit, as you can see. But I mean, overall it's not bad. I guess it all depends. It's also got a speaker back here, right? Oh, it's crazy, huh? Let's give it a shot. Let's see how it works. Sorry, it is not the easiest thing to get this. Yeah, right away. Carpuride. All right, it's cool, but I'm gonna tell you. So he said that you can have whatever logo you want as a startup, right? Like what it said, Carpur or whatever. Carpuride. So like AMG or M or whatever. Okay, you can have it do that, but you have to email the company with a picture or a logo of what you want, they will send you a software update that will update this thing and put your logo on it. Instead of just letting you download something on here, it does hold an SD card. A little bit extreme to me, right? You would think that the software would just be in there, right? Or is it like something impossible to do? I'm not a software guy, so perdóname. I do like the clock. I'm assuming that you can change the clock without asking for permission, so you can change the way it looks. So there's another flaw. So it's got some kind of sensor in the back, right? And I'm assuming it's somewhere towards the top. So I guess you would want to place this sensor, right? You would want to place that sensor somewhere where it can't be seen from your windshield, because that's probably what the issue is, right? And it might have served better just to be in a little bit lower, because it wants to get the inside temperature of your car, because that's where you're at, right? It wants to know whether or not it's dark in your car. I know I said temperature, but that's not what I wasn't using temperature as the word temperature. If I check the temperature, it's really trying to find out how dark it is inside your car, because it's for you while you're driving. So it would probably help to place it a little lower, but we'll find out. You have it hooked up to your Bluetooth? Oh, so it just swaps over to Android Auto. Does it work with Apple CarPlay as well? So it's Android Auto and Apple CarPlay compatible? Yes. Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. So we were messing around with the maps a little bit, but as you can see, the maps are there. Click on it, it gets you a little bit more open. You click on it again. And that was a lie. Yeah, I don't know how I got it to go full screen. There it goes. Full screen. Oh, okay, so I don't use Android Auto, okay, but is this standard Android Auto? Is this what this is? This is standard Android Auto right here. So it's all standard, man. That's probably gonna be your easiest bet to use this thing, to go straight for Android Auto, straight for Apple CarPlay, something that you're familiar with. Overall, what would you rate the product since you've been using? How long have you been using this for? About 2-3 weeks? How would you rate it overall, especially considering the fact that you're in an older car right now? 8 out of 10, it's almost there. I mean, 8 out of 10 seems pretty cool, because when you really think about it, everything's gonna have a little bit of bugs, right? I'm assuming this is relatively new. I haven't seen many of these out, although it makes perfect sense, right? Overall, I guess that's great. It does wobbly. This thing is super sturdy, I can say that. I haven't seen the other mounts, but this mount right here is solid. And I didn't even want to clip it in because I was having issues taking it. I'm not exaggerating. It's not even clipped. See, if you clip this, it makes it even worse. But this thing is not. It even has this flipper thing here. It is not. Did I just glue this to the desk? But it should come off. I'm not doing that again. So, Carpuride. Ta-da! No, you know what? You're absolutely right, because it should be nighttime already. Yeah. And it's still in white, and it's supposed to be in black, right? Well, there you go. That is an issue. That could annoy me. That could be very, very annoying. I can see how that's annoying. Wow, yeah, because that's a big deal. That's a big deal. I would hate to have to do this every time I get in the car. But to be honest, though, this map is pretty good. The screen looks great. The size of it is just right. Again, I really wish they would have less bezels, more use up the space you have, especially if you're telling me that the sensors aren't working, it's not doing this, not doing that, then there's no point. BMW has large bezels, but they have sensors on their bezels. Hand gestures and things like that the sensors pick up. So that makes sense, you know, and then they made them really small as opposed to the previous models, right? But it still makes sense because they're there, right? At least there's function. In the Mercedes, you see a tiny little screen with a huge bevel, and there's no use for the bevel, absolutely none, right? Again, I would like to see more of the screen use, but all in all, man, I wouldn't complain. For $329? That is steep. $329. I understand the technology, but to be honest, couldn't you just get a screen? You know what? I'm not even gonna get into it. $329 seems a little expensive to me, but I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna say anything yet because all in all, I mean, it all depends. If you're really using it every day, yeah, similar products go for around the same price. I don't know. I would have popped for the new car. And that's my advice. All in all, I think it's a great idea. If not this one, another one. There seem to be a ton of them, right? Not quite. Nice variety. We'll give it a thumbs up. I like it. I like what it's doing. And if it runs Android Auto and it runs Apple Carplay, then there's really no questions. It's got to be good. The only thing that I don't like is the fact that it needs to stay plugged in, have some kind of battery capability, right? And then you can unplug it and just kind of drive and it'll give you a battery warning. I don't like having the cable sticking out. There should be a way to draw power from the car too. Maybe you could have it professionally installed. Power from directly from the car. You know what? All in all, it's a great idea. Carpuride. You find it on Amazon and I'm sure many other places. $329. A little steep for me, but again, if you're driving an older model car, you want an update system, it's perfect. Totally worth it. Why not? The money you're saving on that older car, put it into this and you'll be driving like new. I dropped about $2,000 worth of sound equipment in my Mustang back in the days, man. I don't remember how much I paid for the radio. I can tell you right now, man, I dropped about $2,000 in that sound system. For the truck though, I did buy a $400 face for the truck, yeah. And that was also updated, it had the maps and everything, but this was before Google Play and all, Android Auto and all that stuff. So it doesn't count. Yeah, all in all, good idea. I take it. I love it. It's nice. LBJ, T-Guy, at LB Dexter. We're back. Carpuride. J'avais 20 ans, je caressais le temps.
Yeah, and we can smoke, we can chill, we can do it all. I got a car outside, no roof.